Hi. So I know some of you have had trouble with NTI Day 4, and that's all about slopes. So when you go to your Delta Math page, it should look something like this. And the first thing we're going to walk through is this first assignment under Day 4, which is finding the slope from points. So if I click on that, you are going to get a problem like this, and what you're looking for are the 2 points it gave you. So this gave me the points 4, 6, and -16, -18. Okay? And we have to write our answer in simplest form, so we'll remember that and come back to it. So if I am trying to find the slope of those 2 points, I have to use the slope formula. Okay, so the slope formula is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. As we know, in every point we have an x and a y, and it doesn't matter what you label them as, or which one's 1 and which one's 2, but this one's going to be x1, y1. Okay, I'm going to make those my points. And then I'm going to label this x2, comma, y2. Okay? So x1, y1, because that's the first x they gave me, the first y they gave me, the second x they gave me, the second y they gave me. Now I'm going to take those numbers and plug them into this formula. So y1 is 6. So this is 6 minus y2, which is -18, over x1, which is 4, minus x2, which is -16. Okay, if I type that in my calculator, 6 minus -18 is going to give me 24. 4 minus -16 is going to give me 20. Okay? Remember, this told me to write my answer in simplest form. The way that you all can check your work, because I feel like that's what a lot of you might miss, is by going, so 24 over 20, right? That's our answer. Well, if we go to our handy dandy Desmos calculator that we used in class, when we get to the screen, you're probably thinking, well, what the heck do I do with that? Well, here's what you can do. Okay, so your answer was 24 over 20. Notice when I type that in, it gives me this decimal, but listen, do not type a decimal into Delta Math. You have to type it in as a fraction. Okay, so to convert it to a fraction, you go right over here and click the little fraction button that's on the side, and it reduces your fraction to 6 over 5. So I'm going to go back to Delta Math. I'm going to go and type in 6 over 5, submit my answer, and yeah, there we got it. Okay, now something I want to point out. They did y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So they put the second numbers first. When I worked it out with you all, I put the first numbers first. It doesn't matter as long as you stay consistent on the top and the bottom of your fraction. So if you are starting with 6 on the top, you have to start with 4 on the bottom. What they did, which was perfectly legal, is they started with -18 on the top, and then they started with -16 on the bottom. Okay? Either way, this would reduce to +6 over 5, and this reduces to +6 over 5. You will get the same answers as long as you are consistent on both the top and the bottom. Okay? So, finding the slope through the points, pretty easy. You're just going to use that formula And then let's say that my answer when I first did my problem was 13 over 15. And I wanted to know if that reduced. Still type it in here, hit the fraction button, it stays the same. So that's the answer you type in Delta Math. It would be 13 over 15. Okay? So, hope that helps.